day we saw on this lovely Sunday. Pismo Beach, it was a great day to be out there. Temperatures have calmed down quite a bit, and they are going to continue to cool as we start our work week. Right now in Bakersfield, we're seeing 80 degrees. That's exactly where we sat today as a high, as a matter of fact. Humidity is at around 30%, winds out of the west-northwest at 14 miles per hour. We are going to continue to see a wind advisory tomorrow into Tuesday. We're seeing 20-mile-per-hour winds all throughout the desert and mountains right now, and then 30-mile-per-hour winds up in China Lake. So please take caution. Visibility can be reduced. Here again is that wind advisory. We are seeing that whole entire tan area is where you're going to see the wind advisory, and that takes place tomorrow into tomorrow night. We'll keep you updated on that. Of course, Elena Rusk will give you the latest on that tomorrow morning. Right now, though, temperatures are staying nice and calm. 83 at the Edwards Air Force Base, 70s and 60s along the Central Coast, 81 in Porterville, and 84 over in China Lake. We sat right where we should be for this time of year. I can't remember the last time that happened, so that's great news. 81 was our high. Our lows are staying consistent as well as this cold front really does approach. Highs today for the other parts of the area where you saw 78 as a high in Ridgecrest, 72 in Tehachapi, and then mid to upper 70s all along the valley. Definitely welcoming these cooler temperatures before another warm front begins, not this week, but next. So there's that low, followed by a cold front coming out of the Pacific Northwest. It's going to drop temperatures a good 15, sometimes 20 degrees for the next couple days. Also, we are seeing a chance of rain, slight chance of rain in the mountains and desert regions, not here in the valley, but of course we'll be tracking that for you as well. Good news is air quality looks good into tomorrow. And for your Cinco de Mayo, whatever you are doing to celebrate, make sure it's outside because it's going to be nearly 80 degrees, a very warm, clear, sunny. Winds are going to be moderate, 5 to 10 miles per hour, so it's a wonderful day to celebrate the holiday. Northern California tomorrow, we are tracking a slight chance of thunderstorms up in South Lake Tahoe, as well as drizzle in San Francisco. Other than that, cloudy skies, 51 only for a high over in Yosemite Valley. And then down the central California, Solvang is going to start out very, very cloudy and then gradual clearing, mostly clear skies for the rest of the Central Coast. 70 as a high in Ventura, and then only 60 up in Morro Bay. Down in Southern California, gorgeous temperatures as we start out the day, cloudy in Anaheim as well as San Diego, and then gradual clearing, only 90 for a high in Palm Springs and 70 over in Los Angeles. Here in the valley, moderate, very gorgeous temperatures, upper 70s, low 80s, look uniform, and then breezy conditions as we head over to the mountains and deserts with a high of 64 in Tehachapi, 68 in Glenville, and only about 60 over in Fraser Park. Lows getting to the 40s tomorrow. And then lastly, in our desert, breezy conditions with that wind advisory, temperatures in the 70s and 80s. So it's going to be a gorgeous beginning of our week. 79 for a high here in the valley, and then dropping down a good 10 degrees into the 60s by Tuesday. Breezy conditions before we finish out the work week in the 80s and up into the 90s this time next weekend. Lake Isabella looks gorgeous, tracking a 20% chance of rain and a low of 45 on Tuesday. And then lastly, in our mountain forecast, we are going to get down to 50 on Tuesday and then heat back up into the upper 70s this time next weekend. So definitely some cool air we're looking forward to